Hey guys. So here's my thoughts on the whole reparations thing for black people. Here is my whole thoughts on reparations for black people. I'm black, right? One of the senators said that, none of us are responsible for years of, slavery or turmoil and all this other stuff, right? But people benefited from it, right? A lot of white people benefited from the redlining, the gentrification, the mass incarceration, the wealth, and all of that stuff, right? And black people suffered, from this. And we're still suffering. Like, it's just crazy. We're still suffering. But like Jay Morrison said, he said, if we can't even respect each other, black people, if we can't even call each other kings and queens, if we just calling each other niggas and bitches, right? If we can't even help one another out, if I can't help you get some resources, if you can't help me get some resources, if I can't uplift you by giving you some, encouraging words, every day, if I can't help my daughter, become a better person, or, my husband to become, a better person, what the fuck is what Jay Morrison said? What the fuck is reparations going to really do for us? Because it's a mindset thing. And see, we don't know what the oppressor is going to give the people that they don't even like. Here's the thing. Black people don't even like black people. That's what it is. White people don't even like black people. See, nobody gives a fuck about black people. It's sad to say. In the Constitution, we're only 3/5 of a person. We're only 3/5 of a person. You should watch the Dick Gregory Breakfast Club interview. Okay, he was on there and he broke everything down. Nobody gives a fuck about black people. So now the reparations is on the table. What is it going to look like? Is it going to be money? Is it going to be wealth? Is it going to be access? Okay, is it going to be black privilege? Right? Who knows? No one knows. And then who qualifies as black? If you got a little bit of white in you, you don't qualify as black. If you got a little Indian in you, you don't qualify as black. Who qualifies as a black person to get reparations, right? So here's my thoughts. Start a business, okay? Start a business. Work a business part-time so that you can start to focus on building wealth. Because even if the government gives us, or our oppressor gives us reparations, how long will it last? Say if, the government or the oppressor gave us, everybody $10,000. How long will $10,000 last? What if the government gave us access to jobs, right? How many would actually get that job and stick with that job, okay? What if they gave us access to wealth, like having money, having access to, nice houses and nice cars and, all of that stuff? What if they did that? How long would this stuff last? What if they let all black people out of jail that had, minor charges? How fast would those black people go back into jail? See, it's not so much of the reparation. Yeah, I get it. The 40 acres and a mule. We want the reparations. We want the money. We want the wealth. We want the privilege. We want all of this stuff. But what are we giving ourselves as black people? What are we giving ourselves as black people first before we go outside of our race and ask white people who don't even like us, our oppressor who's looking forward to continuing to oppress us? So what are we looking forward to doing for ourselves? Are we looking to build wealth for the next generation? Are we looking to build wealth now? Are we looking to build a legacy? Are we looking to pick up a book and read it? Are we looking to unify with each other? Are we looking to stack our bread? Are we looking to buy homes? Right? Are we looking to get our credit right? Are we looking to get access to money, access to finances? Are we looking to grow and build a business? See, black people, we have to ask ourselves all of this stuff. My uncle said, all black people, all black leaders should come to the table and then talk about it. A lot of those black leaders are coons. Yeah, I said it. A lot of those black leaders are coons. They think they white. They don't have nothing to do with black people. Again, black people don't like black people. White people don't like black people. Black people don't even have a fucking chance in America. Only if you make it to the top. But then once you make it to the top, you think you white. right? So it's like we don't have a chance. That's why we got to create our own chances. We got to create our own. We got to be so immersed in wealth and understanding wealth and not just frivolously spending money on Louis and Gucci and this and that and trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with the white folks who don't even like us. So what are we willing to do for ourselves first before we go outside our race and say, oh, white man, give me something for the 450 years of headache and heartache that you caused us. They don't give a fuck. That's why, what was his, Mitch McConnell or whatever his name is, he said, oh, we're not responsible for that shit. That's what he said. He said, we ain't responsible for that. My ancestors, guess what? Suffered. His ancestors benefited. Guess what? White people are still benefiting to this day, and black people are still suffering. And not all black people and not all white people are benefiting, and not all black people are suffering, right? You got to say which category you're in. If you have a job, you're suffering, right? Because you're dependent on your oppressor to give you a job. Okay, if you're going to school and that's all you got going for yourself, college, right? You're dependent on your oppressor to give you the information that's supposed to what? Further you and your blackness? No. They only going to tell you what they want you to know through their lens, right? So how are you self-educating? How many books are you reading? How are you building wealth? How are you building a legacy? How are you helping your next black family? How are you helping, your family? How are you helping, your friends, your neighbors that are black? How are you putting out, content on the internet or on social media, about helping black people, right? See, it starts with self. We got to realize that we're kings and queens first, so that we can act like kings and queens, walk like kings and queens, dress like kings and queens, do things like kings and queens do. That's what we got to do first, right? And then guess what? A lot of people that's focused on wealth, black people that's focused on wealth, they're not focused on reparations. They're not having that as a highlight of their day or at the kitchen table, because they're focused on repairing, restoring, respecting, okay, and aiding themselves, right? Unfortunately, we were so brainwashed, we are so incarcerated and locked up in our minds that it's so hard to see that a job keeps us enslaved. School keeps us enslaved. Bills and car notes and debts and student loan, guys, keeps us enslaved. It's hard to see that. So reparations, guys, mean nothing if we're not willing to do nothing for ourselves. Follow Jay Morrison. He got a whole lecture on it. Okay? If we're not willing to start our own business, if we're not willing to fix our own credit, if we're not willing to pull up our brothers and sisters, right? If we're not willing to help one another, if we're not willing to create, if we're not willing to have faith in ourselves, if we're not willing to come together and get money and build wealth and a legacy for ourselves, how in the hell do we think that our oppressor is going to do it for us? It's impossible. Some black people are coons. They can fight this to the day. Oh no, our oppressor, they love us. They're going to give us what we need. They're going to give us the reparations. Oh, we're going to be good money. No. When someone oppresses you, their whole goal, their whole dream, their whole aspiration, their whole day is highlighted on how they can pull you down, how they can keep you down. Why do you think it's mass incarceration? 2 million black men in jail, 2 million black and Hispanic kids in foster care. So many black people are in shelters, homeless shelters, on Section 8, welfare, food stamps, Medicaid. So many young black women are pregnant, right? They don't know who the baby father is. Baby father done left. So many people on Social Security. Okay? Black people are further behind every year. Yeah, we may have came out of slavery physically, but mentally, guys, our minds are still locked up. That's why, for me, being a conscious black person, right? I think I'm a conscious black person, right? I strive every day to listen and plug into things that's going to enhance my children's life, okay? And is going to enhance my life so that I can know more about my history, know more about me, know more about self. Okay? How many of you are studying yourself, studying your history, studying your ancestors, studying? We used to be kings and queens. We didn't come from slavery. We came from kings and queens. We created our own. We came from entrepreneurship. This is the lineage of our ancestors. Not jumping off the boat, killing yourselves because you rather die than be a slave. No, that's not where we came from. The root is royalty. The root is kings and queens. The root. That's what it is. But if you see yourself as a nigga or a bitch, you gonna act like a nigga or a bitch. You gonna get crazy all the fucking time. You gonna always have anxiety. You always gonna get mad. You always gonna be depressed. You always gonna be sad. You won't be always ready to fight a motherfucker. But when you think as yourself as Roy, that's why I don't even hang around certain people. Because you trash, trust me. I don't even hang around certain people. Okay? Certain black people. Because they too ratchet, they too ghetto. All they want to do is smoke weed and make a little $300 a week at their job. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in elevation. I'm interested in growth. Right? I'm interested in fulfilling my ancestors' legacy, which is being a king, being a queen, raising my children to think in royalty, raising my children to think in abundance, not lack. Right? The slaves thought in lack because they didn't have shit. And then when the emancipation came and the slaves got free what? We didn't have no resources. We even didn't get free with resources. They should have gave us reparations then. They should have gave us our mule, 40 acres. They should have gave us some money. They should have gave access to wealth, access to bank account. They didn't give us nothing. So free, we never got free, right? They just said, oh, we don't want to, make people slaves anymore. We don't want to have free labor. But now we're going to have paid labor. It's the same thing. It's the same shit. That's why I can't work a job. That's why I said people that are woke or in the conscious community don't have a job because we understand that working for someone else is still the slavery mentality. Working for a job or working for someone else where you got to go to on time, you got to be there at a certain time, you got to eat at a certain time, leave at a certain time, and do a certain task just to get paid is the same thing as free labor. Most people make less and less money year after year after year after year after year after year. By the time people retire, they're broke, they're broken, they're confused, they don't know what they want, they got headaches, they got heartaches, they got constipation, and they got major health issues. So how's that winning? How's that building wealth? How's that building a legacy, guys? It is not, right? So this is just my spiel on reparations, right? Yeah, great. If they give it to us, great. But what does that mean? What does that mean? They give every black family $100,000. Okay, what does that mean? Next week, motherfuckers will be broke. They give black people access to good jobs. Guess what? Half the motherfuckers won't even last. They give black people access to money at the bank to start a business. How many businesses will succeed? They give black people authority in the court system or in the law system or, at the federal level. How many black people will survive? Because with reparations, that doesn't mean white privilege goes away, white supremacy goes away, KKK go away, racism go away. None of this shit goes away. All right? So, but if you're focused on your wealth and you're focused on your health, you're focused on your love and your happiness, and you're focused on building something for your last name, that's where your energy is going, and it's not going towards reparations. If you're at your job right now, all you want is to have more money and get a raise at your job so that you can pay your bills and be comfortable. That's what most people want. Most people don't want to build. They don't want a legacy. They don't want to build wealth. They don't want to get rich. They don't want to have passive income. So getting reparations means what? What? You feel good for a day, you feel good for a year, then what? You back at the same spot. So it's more to it, guys, than just, oh, I want my 40 acres and a mule. I want my reparations, right? It's more to life, right, than just saying I want something from somebody who don't even like me. Half of y'all don't even like yourselves, because if you did, you wouldn't be working for no one, and you wouldn't be treating yourself the way you are, the way you do. You wouldn't be eating the way you do. Okay, remember, health, wealth, love, and happiness. What are you eating every day? What are you feeding your mind every day? How are you physically treating your body? That's your health. What about your money, your finances? Is your bank account looking nice? Is your asset looking nice? Are you bringing in passive income? How are you doing these things, right? Are you enhancing your brain, right? Are you helping other people? Are you being happy? Are you in your happy black love relationship? Are you dealing with a black woman or a black man? Or you done stepped outside the race because you a coon, right? So again, right? Reparations, guys, we have to do for self. Respect ourselves, repair ourselves, aid ourselves, guide ourselves, come together, do for self. And then the reparations would just be icing on a cake, or the reparations just would be extra help. That's all. Right? Not the end all be all. Some people are gun ho on reparations and they looking forward to it, and that's going to be the end all be all of their life. Don't let that be you. Create your own economy. I've been saying this shit for 5 years. Create your own economy. Create your own income. Create your own money. Create your own legacy. Create your own wealth. Put that in the comments. Then I'll know you watched this whole video. All right? Put it in the comments. I'm going to create my own wealth. I'm going to create my own income. I'm going to create my own economy. I'm going to create my own legacy. I'm going to create my own passive income. I'm going to create my own network. I'm going to create my own circle. Not the oppressor is going to give me everything that God wants for me. No. Your oppressor gives you zero. They don't give a fuck about you. But you have everything in you to give you and your family what you and your family need. Create your own economy. So go to createmyown.economy.com. Watch an Amazon webinar. I sell my course like hotcakes every doggone day. Okay, I sell my course like hotcakes every day. Create your own economy. Create your own economy. Create your own income. Repair, restore, aid, and respect yourself first before you go out and try to demand it from anyone else. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Watch my Instagram stories. Share this video with your friends, family, whatever, right? Because we need to understand this, that reparations, what does it mean if we can't even come together? So happy, what's today? Shit, what is today? Let me see, what's today? Happy Wednesday. Have a great day at work and create your own economy.